What do you think is going on here in Fulton County?
We know exactly what happened in Georgia and nationwide in 2020. In Georgia specifically, they had paper ballots throughout the state, as the entire nation did, with the exception of Louisiana. 98% of all voters voted on paper. And those paper ballots were counted multiple times and audited to confirm. And in Georgia specifically, those paper ballots were counted 3 times, 3 different ways, once entirely by hand, all before Thanksgiving of 2020. Real testament to the work of the election officials there. We know what happened. There were multiple challenges in court. Those all failed, including those heard by Trump-appointed judges, specifically in Georgia and in some other states. And over the course of the last 5 years, we've seen multiple lawsuits. We've seen defamation claims against those that lied about the election, all of which held those individuals liable for lying about the election. And yet, over 5 years after that, we are still seeing the President of the United States and the full mechanism of the federal government spreading some of these lies about an election that we very much know exactly what happened. I couldn't possibly answer that, and certainly the administration has not answered that either. The Director of National Intelligence has 0 jurisdiction over domestic elections. In fact, the executive branch has very limited jurisdiction over elections in the United States. We have something in the United States called the Elections Clause of the Constitution. The founders were very wise, saying that elections should be run by the states. Only Congress has any power to regulate elections from the federal level. The Director of National Intelligence really had no valid jurisdiction or reason to be there. It does appear that she was there. And I think it's a really important question to ask specifically, what caused her to be down in Fulton County inside an election office at a county level? You know, I think this is less about 2020 than it is about 2026 and 2028. And the reason we know that is because there was no crime that occurred. We know exactly what happened in 2020. Not only did election officials not commit a crime, they performed admirably, somehow managing the highest turnout in American history in the middle of a global pandemic. And their work has withstood scrutiny every single time, more scrutiny than any election in world history. And in fact, there's a statute of limitations about any potential crimes in 2020 that lasts 5 years under federal law.
Past that.
By any measure, we're past the 5-year statute of limitations. So I don't expect this to result in any prosecutions or any kind of criminal charges, which causes us to ask, why are they doing it then?